Yes, now the reins we bore his thoughts and not a soul to hear.
What's up, folks? My name is Sir Medieval, and today I'll be bringing you some more news of, that's right, you guessed it, Chronicles of Elyria. It looks like there were some new updates sent out to us yesterday, and it features some new details about the pre-Elyria client that they've been developing for testing. Let us begin. So before we jump right into the pre-Elyria client details, I wanted to talk a little bit about the map voting. It looks like round 2 of map voting for Chronicles of Elyria has now come to an end. Let's talk about the results for each server. For the Angelica server, which features North American West, map I will be the chosen for the landscape, and the tribe distribution as well. For Luna, North American East, it will be map N, along with the slightly different landscape and of course tribe distribution. For Selene, for Europe, it will be map B, and lastly for the Oceanus, it will be map 7, which as you can see from the picture, it will probably turn out to be an awesome experience considering they have an island set up. And God, I love living on islands in Age of Empires. Another thing to note is that we are now able to actually make our server selection. This means that any lands, titles, exposition items, mounts, heraldry, pets, digital items that came with your package or items purchased with EP, and soul packs will all be bound to the server you pick. You'll still be able to create alts and play on other servers if you wish, but the first character you play will be defaulted to the server you choose, as this will be where your bloodline begins. Make sure to lock in your server selection as soon as possible or risk being sent to the back of the line when domain selection comes around. You can do this from your account page on the Chronicles of Elyria website. And now for the coup de grace. On November 19th, an email was sent out for Chronicles of Elyria that showcased some very much needed information on some mechanics of the game, more specifically, the combat system. And yep, we finally got some footage on what the combat system will look like for this updated pre-Elyria client. And keep in mind, this is a very early build of the mechanics it seems, but it should give you a baseline idea of what things might look like when they start to take shape as pre-alpha begins. The combat seems to be reaction based. The attack patterns of your enemies are showcased via a telegraph, but this could just be a tool used for testing purposes as well. And we may not actually see that in the final product. It seems that the ragdoll system is already in place, and impact/blocking seems to function properly. And I must admit, I wasn't really sure what things were going to look like once we joined the game, but I must say, it's good to finally see the game being shaped into a reality we can actually get our hands on. At this time, we're not sure when the pre-alpha will begin, but the team at Soulbound Studios is working very hard to bring us this experience, so be sure to stay tuned for more details. This news also features some screenshots of the armor we'll be encountering. Here's some from the Weird and the Drash tribes, showcasing the following types. For Drass, we have the Heavy and the Medium. For the Weird, we've got the Heavy, the Medium, and the Light. The merchandise store for Chronicles of Elyria also has some new additions. Things like the Herding Dog that you 100% do not want to name Old Yeller, the Gaming Kit, Songbirds, Baker's Kit, Rowboat, Cartographer's Kit, Stables Kit, Venter's Starter Kit, there's a lot of kits in there, Vardo Wagon, Guild Hall Kit, and the Coastal Cutter. And keep in mind that anything you do purchase from the store will also be locked to the server you select. And that's all for now, folks. Thank you so much for joining me for this news update, and I cannot wait to see everyone in there for the medieval playground of a lifetime. Have a good night or day, folks, and farewell.